Now, after seeing Gladiator 2, I will say this. The movie was okay. Now, it wasn't masterpiece level, it wasn't Oppenheimer, but the movie was okay. The movie kicks off right at the end of Gladiator 1 with the death of Commodus and Lucia taking Lucius away for his own safety. Lucius was sent to Africa. That's where he grew up. He became a fighter, fell in love with a female archer. I believe it was his wife. Yeah, his wife. And unfortunately, the Roman Empire attacked and she was killed, which sparks up his revenge journey, which is quite similar to Maximo's story. Now, this movie was just a rehashing or a soft reboot of Gladiator 1. There wasn't too much that was changed, it was the same thing. Revenge, Roman Empire, the Emperor being a dick. And in this situation, we have two dicks instead of one. At least the first one could fight and was smart. These two were just stupid and loud. Man, they're just like the worst. There was no point. There was no depth to their character. Anyway, Lucius was transported back to Rome to be a slave, where he works, or should I say, he fights under Denzel Washington's character. That for me, Denzel Washington was a bit of a mixed bag in this movie. I mean, for one thing, he's an amazing actor, but on the other, I just think this wasn't the best role or movie for him. That being said, Denzel is amazing. Anyway, he fights some CGI monkeys. He earns respect a bit. He works under Denzel. He gets to fight in front of the Emperor and laughs. I mean, he says he hates the Romans and he hates everything they stand for. He stands in front of the Emperor, and instead of being convicted, he or have this full-on conviction, he just laughs. Now, his entire motive is to kill the general who ordered the death of his wife. The general, on the other hand, played by Pedro Pascal, who happens to be an amazing actor himself, he has the same motives as Maximus. Doesn't like the emperor and doesn't like their rule and how they run Roman Empire. Now, the problem with this movie, or one of the problems, is that both characters share the motive of Maximus, revenge for family and wanting to see a better Rome. Anyways, for some reason, the general planned a coup, but unfortunately, Denzel Washington's character found out and he was thrown into the arena as a way of execution. He gets to fight Lucius, who happens to be the man who wants to kill him, and he said, and for some reason, you're with the man you want to kill and you just can't kill him. All of a sudden, he no longer wants to kill him. There was too much back and forth with this movie. Somehow his mother found out that that's long lost son. And by the way, how did you even lose him? You sent him to Africa. You didn't keep tabs on him. How are you going to bring him back when he was safe? How are you going to let him know, okay, it's safe to return to Rome? Anyway, that's by the way. He finally gets his hands on General. He couldn't kill him. The Emperor's killed him instead. His mother had an interaction with him. He told her he hates her. At the end of the movie, he's fighting to defend her. He's fighting to defend Rome. The truth is, this movie wasn't bad. It was okay, but I feel one of the problem with it was there were too many characters, and they didn't give them time to flush them out properly. Now, in my opinion, there are some things that would have helped this movie really, really do well, in my opinion only. I'm just a guy here, I'm not a movie maker, so yeah, I'm just giving my own 2 cents. One, they shouldn't have connected it to the first movie, The Gladiator. They could have called it something else: Prince of Rome, the Roman Empire, Rome in whatever year. That would have been fine. Second of all, they could have made it a series. Now, a good series would have helped this movie a lot because there's so much of the characters that we could have uncovered. I mean, our main character was supposed to be this guy. We barely know much about him. He barely showed any range besides his rage, which is exactly what Denzel told him in the movie, to use his rage. And he barely even showed that much rage either. There was less times was ever in any rageful mode. It was just rude. That's it. No rage, just being rude. Now, making this a series would have seriously helped the movie. It would have helped the directions, characters would have been fleshed out properly, things would have been understood. Denzel's motive in the movie was barely understood. At one point, he wants power, at the other point, he wants to destroy Rome. There are two armies that suddenly forgot that they came to fight each other. I mean, it was just a mixed bag. Gladiator 2 is not a terrible movie, but the problem with it is connected to Gladiator 1, which was an amazing movie, which is why people always look down on this part. It could have done great for itself if it stood alone away from the Gladiator name. Well, that's just my 2 cents of the movie, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.